Και θεωρητικά είμαστε live. Όχι, λάθος πάνω πήγα να πατήσω. Whoops. Α, επίσης. Α, ωραία. Δύο λεπτά να αλλάξω λίγο τον τίτλο του stream. Oh my god, Seinfeld is here. Oh my god, I am a big fan. I am, oh my god, guys, oh my. Go. Έχω κάνει ping 3 φορές το λάθος άτομο. Ωραία, εντάξει, unfucked. Μόλις συνειδητοποιήσω ότι πρέπει να βάλω το chat κάπου στην οθόνη. Seinfeld, τι κάνεις, πως είσαι, χαιρόμαστε που είσαι εδώ. Θα συνεχίσω το Slay the Princess αποφάσεις σήμερα. Δώστε μου μόνο 2 δεύτερα να πάω να ρωτήσω το κινητό μου. Be right back. Δεν έχω ιδέα πώς δουλεύουν οι καρτούλες, δεν με εμφανίζεται εμένα κάτι στο dashboard. Γεια σου Infdv. Γεια σου Seinfeld! Δεν ξέρω πώς ακούγομαι και πώς είναι το delay και πώς είναι το background music, άρα μπορείς να μου πεις ότι όλα καλά. Oh my god, zero delay, μαγικό. Τέλειο. Αυτό είναι τέλειο. Χαίρομαι γι' αυτό. Άρα λίγο να κλείσω. Αυτό πήγε πιο χαμηλό από το ήθελα. Άρα λίγο να κλείσω το stream με ένα κουμπί. Oopsie doops. Εμένα μου λέει ότι δεν έχει κάποιο πολύ μεγάλο delay, άρα εύχομαι αυτό να ισχύει, διότι... Άντα. Έχει πολύ χαμηλό delay. Θα ζήσουμε άλλη μια μέρα, θα ξημερώσει. Λοιπόν. This is not a fun stream. This is the stream where we play the games. Η αλήθεια να λέγεται, το πώς δουλεύει αυτό το stream, βασικά όχι αυτό το παιχνίδι συγκεκριμένα,
For your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ναι. Okay. Μετά από αυτό έχω... Ναι, οκ. Είμαι μαλάκας. Ναι, οκ. Δεν επέστρεψε ο ήχος. Έχουμε ήχο, παιδιά. Guys. Guys, ένοχα το stream, guys. Πώς κατάφερα να το βγάλω? Ρε καθυστερημένο. Ναι, δεν είχα το audio source. Do not kill me. Θεωρητικά τώρα... Γιατί κάνει πικ μικρόφωνο? Ναι, δεν πρέπει να κάνει πικ. Δεν βλέπω λόγο γιατί κάνει πικ. Μάλλον τώρα έφτιαξε. Ωραία, εντάξει, καλά είμαστε. Ασχέτως από το γεγονός που μου δείχνει ότι πηγαίνει στον Θεό το μικρόφωνο. Οκ, το μικρόφωνο τρυπάρει και ο Θεός βοηθός. Λοιπόν, πίσω στο game. Ας κάνουμε λες και δεν έγινε τίποτα. Το pulse audio δεν έκλεισα. Να με πάρει ευχή. Είμαι πανάθεμά με streamer. I know how to do stuff. Please trust. Κλείσε Discord. Στάβω και εσύ εκεί. Ωραία. Chapter 1. The hero and princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And then the end of the cabin.
In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Οκ. Το τι έχει γίνει μέχρι τώρα είναι ότι έχουμε συνεχίσει να... Έχουμε κάνει μια απόπειρα να σκοτώσουμε την πριγκίπισσα, που δεν πήγε ομολογουμένως καλά και παλεύαμε μέχρι και οι δύο να μας πάρει εκείνο το πέρας με τα χέρια, και άλλη μία στην οποία απλά ήμασταν φιλικοί προς την πριγκίπισσα και δεν γίνανε όλα καλά. Άρα το τι έχω καταλάβει είναι ότι το πώς κάνεις approach την περίσταση, το situation τέλος πάντων, ανάλογα θα αλλάξει και το πώς είναι η πριγκίπισσα. Τώρα, sweet of όχι, αυτό το έχουμε πει. Turn around and leave. Huh.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Fuck you. That's why.
You know where you're going?
Όχι. Comments okay, final got the comments those slay him maybe I want this. Yes, I'm definitely know where I'm going. Nope. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Sweet. Εν τω μεταξύ, κάτι που συνειδητοποίησα ότι μπορώ να πάρω το... Δεν θα μ' ακούτε για λίγο, εν τω μεταξύ, 3 δεύτερα. Ωραία, νομίζω τώρα είναι καλύτερα. γενικά, γιατί πιάνει πολύ λιγότερο χώρο. Επίσης, transitions, Λοιπόν. Και μπορεί να δεις και όλο τον διάλογο τώρα. Δεν νομίζω να έχει κάτι τόσο σημαντικό πάνω αριστερά. Ευελπιστώ. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Maybe good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking to kill someone for them. Not to mention. Αυτό. Okay. You're not the most blackmailing.
When I said and last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Cool.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this. Oh yeah, well I guess I'll start moving in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep to the wilderness until I αυτό.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
εντυπωσιακό.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you. Whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The strength.
You're on a path in the woods.
Τώρα έχει κάτι εδώ.
Is a cabin. You're here to slay him.
Can run away from the cabin, and I'm just staying here in the woods, staying in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion.
Oh, what the fuck?
You cannot go further astray.
Το entity με τα χέρια δεν με αφήνει να τελειώσω. Okay, got it. Okay, I get it, I go.
A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything, blah blah blah.
Stuck going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Okay.
Let's keep an open mind.
Voice of the hero, based.
The cabin interior.
Whoa.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted.
The parallax background.
An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite
this is freaky.
for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Έχει ένα δίκιο.
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Οκ. Κανονικά απλά θα πετούσα από το παράθυρο, αλλά επειδή ο Φάγκος απλά μου είπε kill σαν οδήγησα για αυτό το παιχνίδι.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Okay.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Κοίτα, οκ. Θα έπαιρνα το μαχαίρι, αλλά... That's interesting.
Because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Okay. Take the blade, approach the mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and... Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Okay.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it.
The way, keep...
Switch your grip on
Αλλάζει και ο cursor. Lol.
Yes! This is so much better! Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Cross the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Γιατί κάθε φορά γίνεται αυτό?
Rub your hand against the... But there was a mirror. Now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, okay.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Μ' αρέσει ο contrarian.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the hard stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Enter.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Oh, what?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Oh, Χριστός.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. So I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems...
Απλά θα ακούσω το voice of the hero, νομίζω. What happened? Πάρω ένα γελικό. Όχι, όχι. Θέλω πάρω δεύτερο. Όχι, θέλω κάτι πιο...
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Oh, this is interesting.
We're probably stuck down
τρόμαξα.
here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and... Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and it seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Όχι, όχι, όχι. What's your name? Προσπαθώ να μην, λέω να μην τις ρωτήσω ερωτήσεις που μάλλον θα την χωρίσουν κι άλλο. Προφανώς λέω. Κάθε τέτοιο έχει, αυτό έχει δύο. I don't know what you are.
Wait, that's not right.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
Oh!
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
Oh, she's sad.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this...
Oh, whoa.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix it?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No. Just disturb them. I'll do my best. Oh, okay, the castle. The hands took her. Ooh. Oh shit, that pali.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Not the end, whatever on the end. It's going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for αυτό το λέω. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
The procrastinator. Jason with it. And since it's for their organ again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh, Jesus. You've withered. Oh. And you sat in the long quiet again. To the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach here. Καλώς την πάλι.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Okay.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
So many times I go back at least one of us always hurts the other. Does it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I think you know, I don't know. Is it? No, not really. It seems nothing. Just want to. Stop.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Okay, καλό αυτό. You know that at the end of this... Αυτά δεν θέλω να το πω, κολώνω. You know what comes behind...
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Μάλιστα. You know that then όχι. Have you figured out what you want when you...
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You still not care. They bring you next.
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
I don't have anything.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its out. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring?
We will know when we near our destination.
Άρα αρκετά ακόμα. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path
in
in the woods, and at the end of the path is a cabin. Okay.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is... And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Απ' τη μία θέλω να δοκιμάσω και να είμαι κακικός αλλά καλός απέναντι στην πριγκίπισσα, αλλά απ' την άλλη θέλω να δοκιμάσω τι γίνεται να τους σκοτώσω, αλλά αυτό έχει δοκιμάσει μια φορά και δεν βγήκε καλά, άρα... Have you
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Jesus.
You make your way up the shore. Warn she will.
Ah, νιαμ.
The interior of the cabin is almost
δεν έχει
entirely
καθρέφτη
bare.
πλέον.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Δεν έχω ακούσει εντωμεταξύ καθόλου το The Voice of the Hero, γιατί δεν ξέρω γιατί δεν μιλάει. Take the blade, enter the basement. Choices. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faint
Ναι,
her
το έχω
voice.
ακούσει αυτό.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the
Ah,
kind of
καλώς.
voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool.
Α, δεν μπορώ να κάνω load.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's beautiful.
Έχουμε ξαναφτάσει
I
εδώ.
am begging you.
Hi. Do you think you can...
Μπορώ να το κάνω... δεν μπορώ να κάνω load, όχι. Load. Infdv. And then πάμε εδώ. Θα πάρω το μαχαίρι αυτή
You
τη
take
φορά,
the
το
blade from the
μετάνιωσα.
table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost...
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Αποφάσισα να τον ακούσω.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Το πήρα μόνο και μόνο για να έχω τις επιλογές να είμαι λίγο πιο safe.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What no way, okay. Αχα. Αυτό το έχουμε κάνει.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Μετανιώνω, αλλά θέλω να δω τι θα γίνει.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get... So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Μόλις ήταν στα αριστερά το stream overlay και πρέπει να ξανακούσω στην κάμερα. Fuck. 2 δεύτερα δεν θα με ακούτε ξανά. Streaming stuff. Οκ. Πιστεύω ότι εδώ πέρα είναι το καλύτερο μέρος. Η 7η φορά. I'm sorry, can we just talk? Are you sure? It's not armed. Slay the princess. Δεν θέλω. Το μετανιώνω λίγο. Θα κάνω ένα save εδώ. Το 1, 3. Τώρα θα πατήσω...
You're so close. Don't give up. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, πάμε πίσω στον... Έκανα κατά λάθος quick save, εννοούσα load εδώ, yes.
You're so... No.
Ναι, αλλά drop the blade αυτή τώρα.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Να κάνει κάτι τρελό, απλά
make sure you
πηγαίνω
don't
πίσω
forget
στο
about
save,
the blade
παίρνω
on the
τη
floor.
γέπη και
You're going to
επιστρέφω.
need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Λοιπόν, you save. Quick save complete.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, Q load. Yes. Απλά ήθελα να δω τι θα γίνει.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it. Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of...
Όχι, αυτό την κάνει χειρότερα. Λοιπόν, σαν να χάγονται τέτοια το χείρο, ok. Φτάσαμε εδώ και μετά Q save και...
I know. I just...
Να ρωτάει όχι.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me
Oh,
what to
μεγάλο.
believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Που είχα ρωτήσει και μια άλλη, δεν ήξερε και ούτε η άλλη, αλλά νομίζω πάντα δεν ξέρουν γενικά. You save.
Do you?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute.
Nope.
Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of
Actually,
monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Oh, have you decided what to do with...
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
there isn't a key. If you have any idea, besides getting...
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay. Your shouts and pleas. I'll repeat myself once again. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here. The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
τώρα κέρσασε λίγο blood
You
στο
cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess of... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
Oh shit.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh wow.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner. The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here.
Okay, no.
A warning.
No,
I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Yes. Believers just going to do nothing you do. You're supposed to do.
The
Αυτό δεν
interior of
υπάρχει,
the
δεν το
cabin
αγνώ.
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. A good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Βασικά, όχι. Load. Automatic. Reopen. Next. Εδώ.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation. Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... Yes, turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't. Okay.
You save και θα γυρίσουμε εκεί πέρα στην οποιαδήποτε περίπτωση.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Oh, then you
do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Αυτό εξαφανίστηκε.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone stair. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck.
She's so done with this.
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Nah.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
True.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
You save.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Nah.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh, wow.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before.
Vad fan?
Seems like we should count
This
ourselves
is
lucky
back
for
in the
that.
beginning. Fungus back. So that's fine. Because I can't hear anything. Ναι. Νόμιζα έχει πάλι πρόβλημα το audio και λέω: OK, εντάξει, τα παρατάω. Αν πάλι δεν μπορούν να μ' ακούσει ο Κοσμάκης, αυτό είναι. Πετάω σημαία. Αλλά όχι, εντάξει, είμαστε καλά.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Αυτή νομίζω είναι πιο ανθρώπινη version αυτής. You were asking about the dance. What do you mean by that? After I died last time. Other another war. What is it for? Όχι, διαβίβητα. Q-save και θέλω να ρωτήσω αυτό εδώ.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Ναι, συμφωνώ.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Jesus.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save.
Έκανε κλικ το... από τη μουσική του παιχνίδι και φρίκαρα, νόμιζα πήγε κάπου στο σπίτι.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Μάλιστα.
And now you're back.
Μάλιστα.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably...
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Okay, fair enough.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most like... Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her
Όχι,
is
όχι, να
good for
πιστεύω
us.
για κάποιο λόγο. Πιστεύω ότι δεν θα γίνει
What
βλακεία.
should we do? I don't know. just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire... That doesn't sound great. There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Όχι, δεν πιστεύω. Όχι. Λοιπόν, μεταξύ στο Inspect the Shackle ή το I Trust πράγμα. Πού είναι το I Trust you?
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, already tried to take over. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
Good.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Όχι.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Bro.
No.
Αυτή νομίζω είναι η ώρα. Που για τη monetization sake νομίζω απλά θα... βασικά... fuck it.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap.
Jesus.
Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell...
Τι πες το τέτοιο. Flopping to his shoulder and your neck opens. Your head stretches finally opens.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Thanks!
Are you sure she's not winking at us? Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
Based.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Έχεις τι απάντητο αυτός. Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the
Eren
cabin.
Yeager.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead.
But what if she's not?
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Βρήκα.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Okay.
Over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Okay.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Uh-huh.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Τι χάνουμε. Τι χάσαμε. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Because you're scared this is the end, but... And okay, just trust me, but...
But it feels so bad.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding...
Not the end with her.
Okay,
Ωραία.
if you say so.
Feels too good to be true.
That's the mirror. I brought the mirror. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, two-parter. You're at the cabin. Approach here. Hello.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Ah, okay, cool.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a little curious? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stars and there's people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Did you have thoughts on this?
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day.
Oh wow.
They are not like us. They do not last.
Δεν είμαι άνθρωπος. Ναι, νομίζω έπρεπε να το συνειδητοποιήσω αυτό, αλλά νομίζω ότι αυτή με έφερνε πίσω ξανά και ξανά.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You have any thoughts on
This
this?
one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
True. When sitting back, I'm not alone. There are choices. Victims. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants to kill you. Did you have a narrator? The vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
It does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. It does. I don't know what I'm going to do. It does. It does. They find him. You and I are finally going to.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Έχει άλλο ένα μόνο.
One.
One more.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Okay. This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
This is going to be the last stage before your completion, then I'm going back. I'm not going back, I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
There's no waiting forever.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Oh, 7. Oh, Christos. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The hero and the prince.
You're on a
Blah blah blah. The end of the world. Just proceed.
You make
Ναι, λέξεις. Proceed. Θα τα έχω διαβάσει προβλικά πολλές φορές νομίζω αυτά πλέον.
the interior of the blade.
Enter the basement. Στην αυλαχή. Hey, Seinfeld is back. Hello, Seinfeld. Έχεις χάσει το μισό stream και όλο το plot, να ξέρεις. Αλλά ξέρεις τι, fuck it. Έχουμε έναν τύπο που λέει ότι I'm supposed to kill a princess που είναι στο basement αυτού του cabin. Και παίρνω ένα μαχαίρι για να τη σκοτώσω ή απλά μπαίνω στο basement. Πες μου εσύ, σου δίνω την πρώτη απόφαση με το που γύρισε. Αυτά είναι, ναι, ξέρω. Έχεις την πρώτη απόφαση. I await the track. Δεν ξέρω πώς πάει το stream, αφού... Ναι, τέλεια, ωραία, τέλεια. Τίκα. Άρα enter the basement. Γαμώτο. Οκ, τα τσούζει. Αυτό είναι ένα έβρισμα. Κινητό αδερφέ, μεγάλη μάστιγα. Οκ. Μπουκάρεις φίλε μου. Οκ, enter the basement. Δεν παίρνω καν μαχαίρι, θα πάω να...
The door
Γιούργε.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Αυτή είναι η πέμπτη φορά που το ακούω αυτό.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Tier 3.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Λοιπόν, synthesizer. Φαντάζομαι για να μην πες απλά μπούκαρε. Για πάμε με I'm here to save you, I'm just taking you. Okay, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. Πάμε να continue down the stairs. Πάμε να continue down the stairs.
Good.
Αν αλλάξει τη γνώμη σου,
Still
απλά
listening
πηγαίνω
to reason.
στο quick save πίσω
It
και
would be better if you had a weapon, but you
Μου
may
λες
still be
πράγματα
able
που
to
να
do
κάνω
what
κουτουλού.
needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk about first. I'll see what I can do. Hold on, let's have it first.
Okay.
Oh, she seems kind. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. Δεν θέλω να είμαι πολιτικός. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What I'm drinking. I was sent here to play. You're apparently on the wall. That's sad. But I don't think you're actually dangerous, but I want to save you for myself.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Lol.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Oh shit.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Valid point. Όχι. Assume you tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Πιστεύει ο άλλος.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Of course, of course.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
True.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
True.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is.
Based.
This is my life we're talking about.
Done with the patriarchy.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
Πέστα.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here.
I trust
And it's
you.
whoever
Πάμε.
sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Done with the monarchy. Done with the patriarchy.
Don't let her turn the tables.
Σώσε
This
εσύ.
isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person and a subjugating monarch.
Ναι, πέστα. What's your name? I won't kill you, but I can just it's to rescue. I stayed and just kept you company. Maybe then everyone could be happy. Θα το κάνω ένα save εδώ πέρα. Θα το πω και αν αρχίσει να μην της αρέσει απλά πλέον. Okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Okay, sorry. Actually, θέλω να δω που θα πάει.
Leaving her alive is... So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Όχι. Λοιπόν, by the way, το παιχνίδι είναι about perspective, αν θέλεις. Άρα, όπως την κάνω perceive, έτσι γίνεται. Αν θεωρείς ότι είναι, ξέρω εγώ, the big bad, απλά γίνεται the big bad. So, what's your name, blah blah blah, I want to blah blah blah. I'm going to keep you locked. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. Back upstairs into the blade without saying another word. Jesus Christ. I believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Χάρηκε.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Γιατί το λες αυτό.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Ίσως.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down.
Αυτό το έχουμε ξανά. And if there isn't the key one, is lying around somewhere upstairs, how to make can at least find something.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
Oh, seven.
You attempt to make your way. Someone.
Και μας κλειδώνει φυσικά. Down at the bottom.
You make your easier for everyone.
Έχουμε πει και αυτά.
Look at the
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I wonder why.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before
such
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save it.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound. No, she did. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Okay, συγγνώμη.
How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As
Άντε
the princess
πάλι.
Wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
Κάπου είναι ένα... What? Oh, I cannot warn her. Okay, θα πάμε το τρίτο από το
Okay,
τέλος.
there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
Δεν σκόπιμα να το
But she's
κάνω
fast.
αυτό, Jesus
She ducks to
Christ.
the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be...
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But it's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will... It can't just end as much as I'd prefer. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Δεν μ' άρεσε πολύ αυτό. Νομίζω μπορούμε να βρούμε λίγο καλύτερα. 2 λεπτά. Πάμε πίσω από εδώ. I can make this. Όχι, όχι, θέλουμε κάτι λίγο πιο. Πάμε load, πάμε αυτό είναι το 38, 36, 35, δεν έχει πιο. Έχω κάνει ένα quick save εδώ. Load. Load. Δεν το άρεσε.
Maybe there's some way to break the chain. Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion if we were stuck down here.
Δεν έχω άλλη επιλογή.
Easy. There's a slight patchy that she rips.
Ναι, το ίδιο πράγμα. Πάμε κατευθείαν σε λέει αντική. Ω, Χριστός, αυτό ήταν πολύ πιο γρήγορα.
Plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard! Were you
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by it. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges. Your knife cuts into her again. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room.
Batman.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end. Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die. You're here.
Εκεί το έχουμε κάνει αυτά.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. The blade is your implement. No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the bed.
I can smell.
She sounds impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's certainly... You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so...
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce.
And still.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of... She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without...
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is...
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards.
Είμαι πολύ τέμι να κάνουμε κιούλο. Δεν μου αρέσει δεν πολύ αρέσει το πως πηγαίνει αυτό. Oops. Oops.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now.
Does that work? Could she... Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen. Oh.
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocation.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you. This place is cold.
Όχι, θα προτιμάω να πάμε το άλλο, αλήθεια λέγεται.
Okay.
Easy. There's a slight she you. Had you the blade? No. No. What?
Τα κάνουμε πριν, γι' αυτό δεν μπορώ να κάνω. Ωραία. The Witch, πίσω εδώ.
You're on a path. You're here.
Press the cabin.
Oh, she will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
The cabin. Πάντα μου άρεσε το τέτοιο, προσπαθώ να είμαι καλός σε αυτό το format, την διετή, άρα.
Is a mess of twisted roots. The blade is your implement.
Okay, enter the basement.
Blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here. The air smells of dirt and copper. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps.
Hello. Oh, please. Yes. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize.
She must have you confused with some. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along.
She's acting like the two of you already know. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
What the fuck?
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. I'm just... Is it? Or just focus on the task? Let's chatter. Don't talk to her.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Λοιπόν.
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think. Oh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make this...
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until she never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. I mean, somebody has to go. You're talking.
Blah blah blah.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll...
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your... You're only saying that because you want us to feel nerve. I do want those. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown... But... The princess is silent as you both continue the climb and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly... What did you just say? That I think we know. You feel something dig into your shoulder. The print together, you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool?
Just go first. The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying. So it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first.
Ωραία,
But
έχουμε
I'll have you
ελπίδες να μην
know my
πεθάνουμε.
ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back
Ας
of my
φάτε
head.
καρδούλες, σκέφτομαι.
They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really? No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs. You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift. I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Ah, okay.
She slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us. The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful? No, you're going to sit down there forever. Language. As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped. I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
You tried it. Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
So I wanna trend false. Okay.
You throw yourself against.
Okay.
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Δεύτερα δώστε μου κόσμο. Και δεύτερα επιστρέφω. Συγγνώμη για αυτό, κόσμο.
And is that a mirror?
Απλά τα
But it
ίδια.
feels so bad.
Με τα ίδια.
Okay.
Για να δούμε. That's the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They are gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're nothing at all. Right. But that isn't right. You can be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see a figure, a faint and veiled in the shadow just beyond your reflection. Are you
I
me?
think you know what I am.
Oh. Yeah. Cracks lies in the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Another crack of forms another, turning the mirror into a jagged shard of working glasses. Πόσες ερωτήσεις? What's this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh.
Then ask them and make it quick.
Οκ, άρα αυτή είναι μια χαζή ερώτηση, άρα πηγαίνουμε στο load. Πάμε εδώ. Δεν το... έναν
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
I was wondering if it was...
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I thought you were something like that.
I am an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering. No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Okay, that's sad.
You know what you have to do.
You're the long time, a vast and massive god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Wake up one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vestige for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, что ж. Καλώς είναι.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Okay.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words, violence, and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other,
shit.
but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move, and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow? And there is always time. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. called skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
Quick save. Ωραία.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Τελείωσε. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in your limbs. Once couldn't fathom everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisting, crumbling down. You feel the glass pressing and finding you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You feel back and strain against it, but does not
I
yield.
love you.
Huh? Huh? Excuse me? At once, then yielding tension. You're free and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
Τι βλέπω. Αχ, είναι λουλούδι που μεγαλώνει αυτό. Εδώ. Oh, that's fancy. There are no words, no thoughts. Absolute reality. Sometimes that simply comes now.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You can see from 1,000 dawns and 1,000 suns, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware. Just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Play the princess. Oh wow. Thanks so much for playing this. If you like sections, you can hide the UI by AIDS. Then Discord, then mail, then subreddit. First, make your playlist. There are other games. What's the other game? Oh, Firefox Annex. Make your playlist. What's that? Το δεν είναι το main menu. Έχω load game. Κάπου. Έχω. Μάλιστα. Wow. Αυτό ήταν, θέλω να πω, ένα από τα καλύτερα παιχνίδια που έχω παίξει. Ήταν μια ωραία εμπειρία και ίσως μπορεί να το ξανά επισκεφτώ μόνος μου σε μια φάση και να δω κάποια διαφορετικά endings ή να παίξω αν βαριέμαι. Πιστεύω ότι όντως ήταν ένα πολύ ωραίο παιχνίδι και ποντάρω ότι ίσως γίνει και βίντεο σε μια φάση. Γιατί τα themes του γενικά ήταν, πιστεύω, αρκετά ωραία και πράγματα. Τέλος πάντων. Λοιπόν, αγαπητοί φίλες και φίλοι, μετά από 2 ώρες, ο Χριστός και η μάνα του, και 1 λεπτό, νομίζω ότι αυτή είναι μια τέλεια ώρα για να τελειώσω αυτό το stream. Γι' αυτό εύχομαι να σας άρεσε αυτό το stream, εύχομαι να σας άρεσε αυτό το παιχνίδι. Ξανά το παιχνίδι είναι στο description για όποιον θέλει να το πάρει, γιατί υπάρχουν άλλα πόσα endings φαντάζομαι που μπορείς να παίξεις. Και εύχομαι να έχετε ένα καλό τριήμερο. Και έχω να ενημερώσω ότι το script για το Neon White είναι σχεδόν έτοιμο, άρα θέλω να πιστεύω ότι ίσως πριν το καλοκαίρι, γιατί αυτή τη χρονιά έχω πολλές υποχρεώσεις, ίσως πριν το καλοκαίρι έχουμε βίντεο. Αυτά κυρίες και κύριοι, εύχομαι να σας άρεσε. Μπορώ να κάνω stream και αύριο, εξαρτάται, δεν ξέρω. Και μέχρι τη μόνη φορά να θυμάστε, το όνομα μου είναι Infdv χωρίς το i. Όχι εντάξει, αλλά το όνομα μου είναι Infdv, αλλά μπορείτε να μου φωνάζετε say. Και μέχρι την επόμενη φορά, καλησπέρα, είμαι ο Ηρακλής. Τι κάνεις αγόρι? Καλησπέρα Ηρακλή, νομίζω ήρθε στο stream σε μια λίγο λάθος στιγμή, μετά από 2 ώρες είμαι για πρώτη φορά εδώ. Οκ, αυτό είναι λίγο κακό, αλλά καλησπέρα Ηρακλή. Έλεγα ναι. Τώρα τελείωνα μόλις το stream, παίζαμε για κάνα 2 ώρο το Slay the Prince, ένα φανταστικό παιχνίδι που σου σε παρατρύνω να το αγοράσεις, έχω link στην περιγραφή, δεν είναι δικό μου, απλά μ' άρεσε αρκετά και θέλω να μιλήσουμε. Τι να πούμε? Λίγο δετέρος. Λίγο δετέρος. Δετέρος. Να ρωτήσω. Έχω σοβαρό θέμα. Οκ. Βάζω μουσική ή όχι? Χώρισα. Το αγόρι μου. Για λεπτό, the plot thickens, συγγνώμη γι' αυτό. Αλλά... Οκ, ναι, συνέχεια. Αστιχωρημένος. Είναι το αστιχωρημένο. Δεν ξέρω τι να κάνω. Ξέρω εγώ. Δεν περίμενα να δίνω συμβουλές τέτοια ώρα, αλλά αυτό το κρίνεις εσύ, 1 και 2. Βασικά 1. Είναι το αστιχωρημένος. 2. Είναι τελείως λάθος. Nope, τα πράγματα τρέχουν καλά από ό,τι βλέπω. Τέλεια. Οκ. 1 της μένας αστιχωρημένος, 2. Εγώ, ανάλογα με το situation, αν υπήρχε λόγος που χωρίσετε and stuff, νομίζω ότι καλά είναι να μείνει έτσι. And stuff, θα ξαναπώ εγώ τώρα. Έχει το βάζει διαφορετικό. Ναι. Δεν ξέρω τι άλλο να προσθέσω σε αυτό. Τέλος πάντων, νομίζω είναι η ώρα μου να κλείσω το stream. Εκτός και αν έχεις να προσθέσεις κάτι. Το παίρνω πως δεν έχεις να προσθέσεις κάτι. Οκ. Άρα, κυρίες και κύριοι, εύχομαι να σας άρεσε αυτό το stream, εύχομαι να σας άρεσε το παιχνίδι. Αν σας άρεσε, σας παροτρύνω να θα αγοράσετε στο Steam page που έχω βάλει στο description. Και το όνομα μου είναι Infdv, αλλά μπορείτε να με φωνάζετε Say. Και μέχρι την επόμενη φορά. See ya!